3 feet of snow in Rhode Island, 657,000 homes still dark, and here's what the local news ain't showing you. Utility crews got told to prioritize high-value areas first. Meanwhile, folks in working-class neighborhoods been freezing for 30 hours straight. Providence just shattered the all-time snowfall record, and the European model is already lighting up with more systems coming. I've been up since 4 a.m. refreshing these models because what I'm seeing for early March, I've only seen twice in my entire career. Drop your city right now because I'm breaking down every single area. And some of y'all need to hear this before Thursday hits. Now, before we get into the numbers, I got to tell you about something that happened yesterday that's been weighing on me. Gerald Thompson, 67 years old, Toms River, New Jersey, went out to shovel his driveway around 7 a.m. yesterday. His wife found him an hour later. Heart attack. Paramedics couldn't get there fast enough because roads were impassable. That man survived Vietnam, raised 3 kids, retired last year, and a snowstorm took him clearing his own driveway. I'm telling you this because every single storm we lose people to overexertion, and nobody talks about it until it's too late. If you're over 50 and thinking about shoveling today, please take breaks every 10 minutes, or better yet, ask a neighbor. That's why I do these videos, not for views, not for likes, but because Gerald's wife shouldn't have to bury her husband over snow. All right, now let me show you these totals coming in because honestly, some of these numbers are absolutely gargantuan. Rhode Island got absolutely crushed, 32.1 inches officially reported, and they were still getting 2 to 3 inches per hour after that. Patricia in Providence, 74 years old, been living there since Kennedy was president, says she's never seen anything like this. She called me yesterday crying because the plows literally stopped operating. Accumulation was outpacing everything they had. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 40-inch reports somewhere in southeastern New England once final numbers come in. Long Island pushing toward that 3-foot mark. 29.5 inches here, 28.6 there, 24.8 over there. Numbers just keep climbing. Thomas in Islip, retired firefighter, 40 years on the job, measured 28 inches and said the drifts are taller than his truck. New York City sitting around 2 feet. Central Park confirmed 19 inches. Newark pushing 20 historic across the board. Now here's the part that should make your blood boil. And I debated whether to even say this on camera. 657,000 homes still without power. And guess what happened when volunteer crews from Pennsylvania tried to help? They got turned away at the state line. Jurisdictional issues, they were told. Meanwhile, families are burning furniture to stay warm. Karen in Warwick, single mom with 2 kids, been without power for 31 hours now, using her car to charge phones and stay warm. She messaged me at 3 a.m. asking what she should do, and I'm sitting here in a warm house feeling helpless. This is the same story every major storm. Utility companies post record profits and can't keep the lights on for working families. But they'll send you a bill on time though, won't they? That part of the system works just fine. All right, let me calm down and get into the city-by-city breakdown so you know exactly what your area got hit with. New York City. Final tally 19 to 20 inches, temps 20 to 25 degrees. Travel ban lifted, but don't let that fool you. Robert in Brooklyn, 82 years old, diabetic. His street still hasn't seen a plow in over 24 hours. His daughter messaged me panicking because he needs medication and can't get out. That's the reality nobody talks about. If you're in Brooklyn and can check on elderly neighbors, please do it today. Don't assume someone else will. Newark 18 to 20 inches. Power outages still widespread. Temps 22 to 26 degrees. Jersey took the absolute brunt. First statewide blizzard warning in recorded history, and boy did it deliver exactly what we warned about. Marcus in Freehold, 73 years old, been measuring snow since he got back from Vietnam, says this is the worst he's ever recorded. 19 inches on his deck and still climbing when he sent that picture. Absolute historic event for the Garden State. Boston area officially 14 to 18 inches, but southeastern Mass got absolutely crushed with well over 2 feet. Schools closed through Tuesday minimum. And here's something they're not advertising. Some districts might stay closed Wednesday too. Providence, Rhode Island, 30 to 33 inches officially. All-time record for snowiest blizzard in the city's entire history. My contact at NWS told me off the record they've never seen accumulation rates like this outside of lake effect regions. Hartford 15 to 20 inches, Connecticut hammered across the board. Power outages still widespread throughout the state. Philadelphia around 14 inches. Delaware actually got more snow than Maryland, close to 2 feet in some spots. Baltimore 10 to 15 inches. DC 8 to 12, the southern end got less, but still significant for those areas. Portland, Maine still dealing with snow, 12 to 18 inches and climbing. Down east, Maine hammered too. Buffalo and Rochester, y'all dealt with lake effect stacking on everything else, 15 to 20 inches easy. Linda up in Buffalo, 65 years old, fourth generation Buffalonian, said even her grandpa would have been impressed by this one. Detroit 5 to 10 inches. Chicago only 2 to 4, you got the edge, but nothing like what the East Coast dealt with. Columbus and Indy, 4 to 8 inches each. Nashville, just 1 to 3. Charlotte, light dusting of 2 to 5 inches. Now, quick check for my West Coast and Southern folks who dodged this whole mess but got family back east. LA, 60 to 70 and sunny. Phoenix, 65 to 75. San Diego, 60 to 68. California, just vibing while we're buried. Houston, 55 to 65. Dallas, 45 to 55. Texas, staying mild, but that Arctic blast early March could reach you. Miami, 70 to 80 degrees, gorgeous. Florida doing Florida things. Enjoy it while you can. If you got family in the Northeast, though, now's the time to call them, not text. Actually call. All right. Now here's the part that's going to make some of y'all groan out loud. More snow is coming. And I'm not talking about flurries. The European model is lighting up with multiple systems over the next 10 days. Last video I warned y'all this exact blizzard was coming when TV weathermen were still saying maybe 8 inches. Over 2,000 of you commented saying you stocked up because of that warning. That's what this community does. So when I tell you more snow is coming, I need you to take it seriously, because I don't cry wolf. First system Wednesday, Clipper type deal, couple inches for Great Lakes and Northeast, nothing crazy. But Thursday into Friday, another system developing, and this one's got my full attention right now. Looking at a corridor from central Pennsylvania through northern Jersey into southern Hudson Valley toward Boston. GFS and European models both lining up on this one. And when those two agree, something's definitely coming. Screenshot this prediction right now. I'm dead serious. Grab your phone and snap a picture of this screen. PA to Boston corridor gets 4 to 8 inches Thursday night into Friday. Some spots could push double digits. If I'm wrong, I'll go outside in shorts and shovel my neighbor's entire driveway on camera. No excuses. If I nail it, you owe me a subscribe and you got to share this with at least 3 people in the affected area. That's the deal. I put my reputation on the line every single video, and that's why y'all trust me. But here's what's really keeping me up at night. And I almost didn't include this because I don't want to scare anyone. That March 1st through 3rd time frame. Both models are showing something I've only seen twice in 20 years of doing this. Arctic blast coming in with temps 20 to 30 degrees below average. That's brutally cold even for early March. And there's a moisture surge timing up with it that could mean, well, I'm not ready to say it yet. Come back tomorrow and I'll break down exactly what I'm seeing. Because right now the models are still arguing. What I can tell you is this: if you're in the Northeast, do not put away your snow gear yet, not even close. The pattern says winter and spring about to battle it out hard, and that usually means volatile weather. Some of our biggest snowstorms historically happened during this exact transition period, late February, early March. We just saw a historically huge storm, and the atmosphere is set up for more. That's just the reality. Now for those still dealing with power outages, and I know there's a lot of you, here's what you need to know. Generator goes outside, 20 feet minimum from any window or door. I cannot stress this enough. We already lost people to carbon monoxide this storm. Don't let it be you. That gas has no smell and no warning. If you're using your car for heat, make absolutely sure that exhaust pipe is clear of snow before you start it. And remember Gerald Thompson, take breaks when shoveling, every 10 minutes minimum. Your heart ain't worth a clean driveway. Check on elderly neighbors, especially ones living alone. Some folks been dark for 30+ hours in brutal cold. Local warming centers are open in most affected areas. If you need help, don't be too proud to reach out. Utility companies saying some outages could last several more days. And honestly, that's probably optimistic. Melting and refreezing going to be an issue tonight and tomorrow. Watch for black ice. That stuff is invisible death. All right, let me check comments real quick because y'all been absolutely incredible with these local updates. Steve in New Bedford measured 34 inches in his backyard. That's almost 3 feet, folks. Absolutely insane. Mike in Stamford still without power going on 28 hours. Utility truck drove past his street twice without stopping. That's the stuff that makes me furious. Mike's paying the same electric bill as everyone else but gets treated like an afterthought. Jennifer in Queens says the garbage hasn't been collected in 4 days. City is completely overwhelmed right now. Someone commented their 89-year-old grandmother in Hartford hasn't had power or heat since Sunday night. If you're in Hartford and can help, reach out. This community has stepped up before and we can do it again. That's exactly what this is about. Real people helping real people when the systems that should help us fail. Y'all remember during that last big storm when someone in comments organized a whole neighborhood check-in system? 3 elderly folks got help that night who might not have otherwise. That's the power of this community. All right, 4 things on my radar you need to keep on yours for the next week. Pay attention. Number 1, cleanup still ongoing. Power restoration could take days. Don't assume help is coming fast. Number 2, Clipper Wednesday brings light snow. Couple inches. Nothing major, but roads will be slick. Number 3, Thursday Friday system is my main concern. 4 to 8 inches PA to Boston corridor, possibly more. Number 4, early March setup has me worried. Come back tomorrow because I need to show you what I'm seeing. This winter already won for the history books. All 50 states, including Hawaii, saw snow this season. That's only happened twice before ever. We're living through something that'll be in textbooks someday. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your city and final snow total. Let's build that complete picture together. Got power back still waiting. How many hours you been dark? Let me know exactly what's happening. Any cities I missed that you need covered tomorrow, drop them below. I read every single comment. And real talk. How y'all feeling about potentially more snow Thursday? Excited or completely done with winter? If this video helped you or someone you know prepare, smash that like button right now. Not for me, for the algorithm. So more people see this before Thursday hits. That's how we look out for each other. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll have that March breakdown tomorrow that I'm genuinely nervous to talk about. If you know someone still without power, send them this video right now. The safety info could save a life. Remember Gerald Thompson when you're out there shoveling. Take breaks, stay hydrated, ask for help if you need it. Remember Karen in Warwick and her 2 kids sitting in the dark. Check on your neighbors tonight. Remember Robert in Brooklyn who needs his medication. Elderly folks are counting on us to show up. The worst of this blizzard is behind us, but the aftermath is still dangerous. Don't let your guard down. And with more snow coming Thursday, some streets might not get cleared before the next round hits. Stay warm tonight. Stay safe through all this. Look out for each other like family, because that's what we are. Appreciate every single one of you more than you know. This community keeps me going when things get heavy. We made it through the worst together. Now we dig out and get ready for whatever March throws at us. Winter ain't done yet, but neither are we. That's just how we roll around here. Come back tomorrow for that March breakdown. I'm telling you, what I'm seeing in those models is something else. Now, real quick before I sign off, let me break down what I'm watching for different regions this week. Northeast from DC to Maine. You're still in cleanup mode, but don't get comfortable. More snow Wednesday and Thursday, Friday. That Arctic blast early March going to make it feel like January all over again. Keep those winter clothes handy. Great Lakes region, that lake effect machine still cranking. Clipper systems bringing additional accumulation your way. Midwest staying cold but not getting the brunt like the East Coast. Consider yourselves lucky this round. South and southeast, you dodged this one mostly, but that Arctic air early March could reach all the way down to you. Brief warm-up coming midweek could even see record highs in Texas and Southwest before the cold crashes back in. West Coast, you're in a completely different world right now. Rain for Pacific Northwest, dry and mild Southwest. But like I said, if you got family back east, pick up the phone and check on them today. Temperature pattern going to be a roller coaster. Upper 50s one day, then back down to below normal the next. That kind of volatility is exactly what leads to major winter storms during transition season. Sun angle getting higher, so warm air wants to push north, but Arctic air ain't ready to give up yet. When those 2 air masses collide, that's when you get monster storms like what we just experienced. Models showing that battleground setup continuing for at least the next 2 weeks, maybe longer. GFS model dipping things further south, showing some mid-Atlantic snowfall potential even beyond Thursday. European model keeping it more north-focused, but still showing active pattern through mid-March. Remember 5 days ago, models didn't even show this blizzard coming. Then boom, historic event. That's why I watch patterns, not just individual model runs. Threats can pop up fast in this setup. Total precipitation map showing entire eastern half of the nation getting more moisture next 2 weeks. Whether it falls as snow or rain depends on timing and where that Arctic front decides to set up. Once this snow starts melting, flooding could become an issue in some areas. That's a lot of water content sitting there. Virginia already saturated from all the recent moisture. More precipitation on the way regardless of form. All right, I've talked enough. Let me give you the final summary so you know exactly what to focus on. Today and tomorrow, cleanup mode. Watch for black ice, check on neighbors, don't overdo the shoveling. Wednesday, Light clipper snow for Great Lakes and Northeast, couple inches. Roads will be slick again. Thursday into Friday, main event number 2. 4 to 8 inches PA to Boston corridor. Screenshot that prediction. Early March. That's the wild card I'm watching. Come back tomorrow because I need to show you what's brewing. Power restoration ongoing, but could take days. Utility companies are overwhelmed and understaffed as usual. If you're still dark after 48 hours, call your utility and your local representative. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Schools in Boston close through Tuesday at least. Some districts might extend to Wednesday. Check local announcements. NYC schools open, but honestly getting around is still rough in spots. Use your judgment with the kids. Airport's still a mess with rebooking backlogs. If you got travel plans this week, build in extra buffer time. Over 10,000 flights canceled during this storm. System still recovering. Check your flight status before heading out. Coastal flooding hit moderate to major levels. Some areas still dealing with tidal issues during high tide cycles. And one more time for the folks in the back, generator outside, exhaust pipe clear, take shoveling breaks. Gerald Thompson didn't wake up Sunday thinking it was his last day. None of us do. Be careful out there. This community has been absolutely incredible through all of this. Y'all sharing updates, checking on strangers. That's the America I believe in. Neighbors helping neighbors when the big systems fail us. Forget the utility companies and their high-value area priorities. We take care of our own around here. All right, I really got to go now. Been at this since before sunrise, and my family wants to see my face eventually. But I'll be back tomorrow with that March breakdown. And honestly, I'm a little nervous to show you what I'm seeing. The models are doing something I've only seen twice before, and both times it meant historic events. Not trying to scare anyone, just want you prepared. That's always been the mission here. Stay warm tonight. Stay safe through all this. Look out for each other, and I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate every single one of you more than you probably realize. This community means everything to me. We made it through the worst together. Now we dig out and get ready for round 2. Winter ain't done yet, but neither are we. That's just how we roll. Take care of yourselves out there. Talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe. Peace, y'all.